Fromage. Hmm?
If I'm up past 10, I'll finish up the cheese.
I pity the fool!
Holy crap. What happened? Oh, okay. Bunch of frickin' sloths. Oh dear. Excuse us. What in God's name? Night in the Woods.
That's a good game.
Really?
Yeah.
It's something that popped up on my Google radio station. Else, dun 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 dun, comes from the Green Dragon.
What comes from Bad Dragon?
Yes. The only drink for the brave and true comes from Bad Dragon.
Oh god.
Really?
I
Really
thought
coats the throat.
I thought you told me that we weren't to mention that anymore.
Are we live?
I mean, there's people in the chat room.
We're on Twitch?
Just said,
Don't Google that, kid.
I really want to know what you just said. Because I came into you mentioning a drink by Bad Dragon.
Yes. A drink by Green Dragon.
Bad
Remain...
Dragon.
No, just remain ignorant.
Ignorant.
Why? But it's so funny.
It is funny. It's very funny.
You know, I heard there was a special drink that was responsible for Space Jam.
Mm.
Yeah, the drink was advertised as really putting chest on your hair. No, nothing. Oh.
Nope, I'm just letting it go.
Really puts chest on your hair.
Puts chest on your hair, you're right.
On
H-A-R-E.
A-I-R-E.
I'm vaguely aware that Lola Bunny was Space Jam.
You've never watched Space Jam?
I don't think Julie.
You don't like who?
It's the movie that launched a million faps.
Okay.
I don't like happiness and joy.
Kids in what now? The chat room?
I'm pretty sure I watched Space Jam as a kid, but I don't really remember, and I haven't gone and tried to watch it again since.
Rabbit feet.
Why do you keep saying random shit?
It's not random. It tells a very cohesive story. Requiem for a Dream.
Woke up at like 48, 6:48. My brain is still catching up.
Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Wait, a little shaved head kid with scary powers. What are you talking about?
Is that a Stranger Things reference?
Yes, it's the Cloak of 11 kind.
Okay. Oh. See, for being somebody that hates that show so much, I'm the only one that apparently has not seen it.
I watched enough of it for the kids to drive me up a fucking wall, and then I stopped.
Oh, you hate it so much despite being the only person who has not seen it?
Yes,
That makes sense.
it does.
Oh, but it sounds like you're saying, like, how you said it. Doesn't sound like...
I have yet to see Stranger Things, like any of it.
That's fine.
So I did not get the reference at all. I'm vaguely aware that there's a person with a shaved head that has called 11, I believe.
Yep.
And apparently that must be Elvin.
Oh, 11 times.
Whoops. See? Salty got it.
Exactly.
Dun dun dun. Na 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 na.
Ooh, there's me.
It's the freshest of memes.
Velociraptor.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We've got... Still waiting for the double R's.
Who's in the roll 20, but not in. Oh, just kidding, Jerry.
Hooray.
Hello.
Hi. There they are.
Oh my
Hooray.
I was staring.
What?
Very roguey type loot this time around.
That's what the dice tell me. Yeah, there were those 3 scrolls, the gems, the cloak, the braces are +1 armor. There's 3 of those bandages, the goggles, and 2 of the volatile vaporizers.
If nobody wants the cloak or the bracers, I wouldn't mind them. But if somebody else needs them or would do better with them, then
I kind of want the bracers, but
or
y'all can make better use of it than I can.
Well, those wouldn't stack with your armor.
When
No.
is it somewhere in here? Cause it's a lot of text for me right now.
Where is it? Braces of armor and ordinary armor do not stack. If a creature receives a larger armor bonus from another source, the braces of armor cease functioning and do not grant their armor bonus.
That's why I figured. Now, would those bracers of armor hamper my spellcasting if I wear them?
No, they would just give you an extra +1 to armor.
Okay, cool. That's why I figured they might. I thought that's how they worked, but I wasn't 100%.
Now, you could wear them, Tivani, but you would have to give up your hide armor. So I don't know if what that would end up doing, but ouch.
I'll nab the scroll of volatile vapors.
Oh. What's that? I'm sorry.
The volatile vapor.
Those are basically, I don't know if you've read them, but they're basically like Alka-Seltzer tablets that you put in potions and it makes them aerosolized.
Right. Yeah, I read it and I'm just gonna grab it.
Okay.
Fizzy. Baba, toil and wait.
Toil and wait.
You like touching things. Grab the scroll of corrosive touch. Get you some acid fingers.
Acid fingers. That's something completely different.
Yeah, I'm not very good. I don't know. I forget that I have scrolls and stuff like that, and then I assumed that the stones would probably get picked up by heat.
Well, you never know when a gemstone might be required for a spell either, so...
True. I wouldn't mind the... Okay, so she can't use scroll. Alright, well, if nobody else wants the scroll, I'll take them.
Use magic device as a skill, but based on my charisma, which is a 6, I'm not doing very good.
Ow.
Well, for what it's worth, Iggy could use the scrolls if nobody needs to try to, I guess the only person that would need them as far as scribing would be you, Rain, so if you don't need them, he can take them.
I mean, I don't necessarily need them, so, I mean, if he wants them, that's fine. If nobody wants the gemstones, I'll take them. But I figured I'd let Heathen have first go at them, because don't you need those for a lot of...
Yeah, if you want to hold on to the shinies. Let me write that down here. 1 second. Retson. Detect thoughts.
Yeah, if they were wands, I might have gone for them, but I'm not as big a fan of scrolls. I'm a weirdo.
Oh, you can take that one of color spray then. It's cast at 10th level, so... Corrosive touch.
Oh, cool. You have a wand of color spray? That's cool.
Yeah, it was from that rat guy.
Oh, I mean, if you don't want it, Heathen, I'll take it. Rock on. Thank you.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind using it, but... Okay.
And you said it's cast at 10th level?
Yes, as a 10th level sorcerer. If that matters. So I think
I'm just trying to write it down in my little book.
The save DC on it would be Yeah, save DC 14, there's 7 charges.
Okay, cool. I'll add it all to my character sheet. I'm just writing it down in a little notebook that I have with me right now. What the hell are goggles of minute seeing?
Iggy would take those. They give you a +5 to disable device.
Sweet, that sounds perfect for him.
Wand of Resistance.
Yeah, what does the Wand of Resistance do?
Gives you +1 to your save, or to a save for a round, I think.
I'll go ahead and take it then, since I like wands.
Goggles of minute seeing. There we go.
Can we just force the bandages onto Iggy?
If you want, well, I was gonna
I
say,
think Ethan's taking those.
yes, if you'll, if you want to go or can go ahead and use those,
Yeah, I picked those up. I'm happy to bandage you.
yeah, go ahead and do your healing roll, and we'll hopefully get the guy back in
He can actually play.
fighting condition. Yeah.
How many charges are on the Wand of Resistance, and do you happen to know what the save DC?
There's no save unless you're legitimately trying to resist the bonus to your saves for whatever
that's true.
reason.
Sure. What's the bonus?
It's just +1, +1 to a 1 resistance check or 1 save check, and it has. Give me a second here. Get out my thing. 18 charges.
Well, that's freaking awesome. Alright, let me add all this stuff to my character sheet. Oh, I don't know if anybody noticed, after game last week, I created my familiar.
Yeah.
So I have a little friend that rides on my shoulder. His name is Mochi, and he's a little compy.
Yeah, I saw the little dinosaur there. That's nice.
Yeah, I straight up ganked that picture from Ark Survival Evolved, y'all. Straight up.
Oh, that's what that was from. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he will be battle ready as soon as you. There we go. As if magic, once you redress him, the wounds sort of tighten around him, or the bandages rather tighten around him, and then just sort of unravel, and he's like, "Oh, I can move my fingers and crap." I don't have dust for bones anymore. I'm going to... Can you...
Yeah, the mini that I bought for my familiar, they didn't have any compies, so I'm gonna make a raptor work, because it was the T-Rex.
Can I...
I couldn't remember where Rav put his minis, so I could take pictures.
Oh.
Oh.
What am I
there's the,
trying to say?
Little showcase.
Is there a way for me to make it so only one person can hear me, or do I have to do my own whatever?
You can drop into another room on Discord and pull the other person to you.
You can use the whisper function and text them on
Yeah,
the
but that's just not as cool.
Okay.
Um,
I was afraid of angering it.
angering. Oh, I see. Let's see here. Not a problem. I thank you for keeping me around here. dragging me behind you all. I want to... How... do you use, like old MMO rules for messaging, or how do you do this? Screw it, I won't use Roll20, I'll just use Discord. There we go. Poop. \W. Huh. Okay, whatever. I guess.
Not it.
So W and then the name, I guess. Yes.
Said we got 13 off that. Yeah.
Okay. I just need to finish this, and we'll be... if you've got everything copied down that you wanted to copy, were you wanting to take time out up here, or what were you wanting? Was there... Because you're, like I said, you're on the same floating island with the, like, actual hole going down into the quote-unquote ground. And then you also had another branch of this path that hadn't materialized at that crossroads.
Oh, ground, not, not solid ground.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because we all rested and did we all rest and recover, or did we just end it after that?
I just ended it there because it was getting long in the tooth at night, and that was about it for that.
Okay, so now we just need to figure out where the heck we're going.
What?
It's okay. I mean, you can follow it down until it kind of splats a little bit on the dirt in the hole there. Make a rain roll knowledge arcana for me.
All right, give me a sec.
Okay.
There you go, sir.
Good enough. My leg just... I guess it did. Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, I bought the minis at the game store today and spent like 30 minutes ogling dice.
That'll happen to you.
That shirt is amazing, by the way.
I
It's
found
hilarious.
a nicer one.
Papa? What happened?
I found a t-shirt that said charisma is my dump stick.
Oh, okay.
It's really funny. My stats are all halfway decent, but my lowest one is probably my strength. I've only got a 10 in strength. Obviously, my best stat is int.
Alright, there you go. Sorry. Alright. So what was the plan? First of all, D20 roll off for, leadership roles.
I don't want to be a leader. I'm officially
Bray not worked too good for leading.
No. Unless I was the leader last time. So
Tivani not function beer well without.
Why did it roll twice?
I don't know. Why did it roll twice?
I have no idea. I guess take the first one, because I don't know why it rolled twice.
Oh my goodness, you gotta lead sometime.
Who's that?
No, I'm a micromanager. I don't wanna.
Oh no.
It makes me not a good person.
Just imagine we're all really small.
Leader.
Still need a roll from Retro and Revestra.
Hey, this is a good version of the Sound of Silence. Nice.
Is that Disturbed?
No, this is, Peter Hollins. Is who it says. Different. Ah, crap. Uh-oh. Casser, come on. You need to see if you're gonna lead this, ship of fools.
I rolled first. I got a
Oh,
7.
crap. Well then, that was just Miss Ethan trying to pawn it off onto you.
No, I legitimately missed it. Okay, well, I say we rest right where we are to get our stuff back.
Alrighty.
Nap time.
Nap time. Nappy
Making the
naps.
food.
Nappy naps.
I'm making the food. Who wants, what did I have? I think I still have more owlbear meat.
Plenty of owlbear meat.
I think I've also still got orc meat and goblin meat too.
I'm gonna.
We're gonna go for that too.
I think I'm gonna stick with the owlbear. That's the only thing that doesn't sound scary.
I was gonna say I think the orc meat was kind of not very good anymore. I mean, it might be good for you since you were eating rotten, diseased rat at one point, but
Okay, fine. I'll
you-
eat the orc meat.
you are like a 7-foot tall Komodo dragon after
I
all.
pretty much am. I'll make you guys owlbear meat.
Alright. Go ahead and roll survival to see what you can culinate.
Cook up.
That's the action of performing culinary arts.
That's a decent roll.
Okay, yeah. That's
Jesus.
you're very well inspired by
Golf has an unnatural obsession with the pit.
with yes. Well, as do you want to do a sort of do you want to do some sort of watch setup for sleeping at night here, or what's your
Well,
idea?
since it's my dumb idea to stay here, I'll take first watch.
All right,
Sleep.
Iggy, you'll stay up with you.
I'll take second watch.
And we'll need a third one unless you're just wanting to.
I'll take third.
All right. Oddly enough, as you all sort of like kind of bed down for the evening, like it's been kind of like high noon the whole time you've been up here, but as you're sort of trying to make camp for the evening, it does sort of like get darker and you know, just become nighttime, just at almost like it was the whim of the group. So I'll go ahead and roll for that. You said for Iggy and Helga, nothing. Before the evening, Iggy tests out some of his newfound dad joke talent to see if it sticks with anybody. Let's see. Rain, nothing. And Rave, nothing. So you all managed to get through the night. It's a very pleasant evening. With your bellies full of owlbear meat.
I almost bought an owlbear mini just for shits and giggles today, by the way.
I've still got an octopus somewhere I need to get painted.
It was super cute. I was like
reasons.
seriously considering buying it and mailing it to you, John.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with owlbear miniatures. Okay, so again, once third watch starts to end, it just kind of mysteriously starts to get daylight, and everybody is up and feeling refreshed, and regular hit die plus con healing back. Unless you wanted to use any of those bandages up or spells.
Hit die. Plus con. That's what you want.
No. Your level plus your con. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
So if you're level 3, you'll get 3 plus whatever your con is back.
Cool. I'm at full health again.
Yes,
Ew.
I agree. No, we're this is all first edition stuff. Sorry, I just now saw your message.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to figure out which rule book I need to buy. Rav wants a physical copy of the book.
The
Hey.
relevant one?
Well, I mean, it makes sense, I suppose. Hey, Rave, do a perception check for me too, please. I'm sorry. Yeah, vomit swarm. I already read that. Yeah, I found that one for you. Okay. Well, you barely managed to wake up for your shift, I guess.
Oh yeah, skin send. That thing's so messed up.
Right?
Oh my! It doesn't even like give you like an intimidation thing or anything. It's just like it sends your skin away. I'm like, this doesn't seem like mechanically useful.
It sends your skin away.
Yeah, you cause your own skin to peel off your body and animate as a magical creature you control. You may project your consciousness to your animated skin or return it to your actual body as a standard action. When your consciousness is in your body, you are helpless except for transferring your will to your skin. I think that's supposed to say when your consciousness is in your skin.
That's creepy.
But it's like, if you don't want to do it in a fight, because it's not really like, it doesn't like intimidate the enemy mechanically. And then I just don't know how useful it is even outside of a fight.
That just sounds creepy. Just like straight up creepy.
It's so creepy. It's so funny. It's great. It's like a great flavor spell for like a necromancer, but
It's still creepy as hell.
Okay, so, morning, getting your stuff together, breakfast, whatever else you need to end up doing there. What's the plan, group leader?
Hang on a second, I got a lot of stuff to juggle.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be group leader if someone else has something they would like to do.
Yeah, jump in if you got something you want to do. I'm not a dictator.
Well, I'm assuming we're gonna have to go explore the little offshoot that we did not explore.
Yeah, that's probably where we're gonna have to go. There's nowhere else. But
Because as much as golf loves the hole, I don't fancy jumping down that damn thing.
Aww.
Yosuke wants to get to solid ground as soon as possible. And if the hole might take us there.
The hole would lead towards solid ground, that's correct.
Yeah, but I imagine in a splatting fashion.
You don't know that.
You've got rope.
It's different from like just walking off the edge of the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just the green color. No, that, like I said, that was, for what it's worth, that is the difference. That everything it's like dark green is like just falling down, but the brown there, that is the hole, is an actual like tunnel or a hole going like downward. As that island was like descending, you did see that it did kind of have an end, but along with all the other ground that materialized, it did sort of again have that look of like just somebody ripping a big chunk of turf out of the ground. So,
Good Lord, what is that?
what, the noise?
Yeah.
It's bassy, whatever it is. Somebody's heart beating? Am I having a heart attack?
Well, if I mute myself, what happens?
It's a kettle drum. What's that?
I don't hear anything, but I muted myself just in case it was coming from us.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
I don't hear anything now, no.
I mean, I was playing with a bag and digging a crab rangoon out of it.
Bag Rangoon.
Crab Rangoon. Wow.
I know, right? They're like my favorite. They're like crack to me. I love those things.
Mine already gone.
As opposed to regular crack.
You know what would be good? Crab
See, regular
Rangoon
crack is
lasagna.
bad for you.
Just a crumb.
Crab Rangoon fried in regular crack.
Did you see the Discord message I sent to you? Rave?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Crab Rangoon lasagna. Now that's just madness now. Christ, come on.
So
No, that
we
could be good.
Check the place we haven't been and probably come back to the hole.
That's a possibility. Okay.
I'm down for it, team leader.
Crew leader.
Cool.
Prepare to drop fries. Alright, so we'll go back here. I will go here. And go here. Yes, we will do that.
I was leading the way around here earlier, so I guess I'll at least do that much.
No,
No.
never.
Oh, you can just tell us where to go.
Oh, nay,
I'll take the brunt of what happened.
I don't know. I just whatever that was made me laugh. Okay, we're going over this way. Then we go this way. And then we go over here and here. And yet again, there is butts. See more many butts. To have that on
Is
the
there a way to get rid of the big pictures of each of us on here so I could see my board?
We did this was an issue the last time.
It's under settings.
Yeah,
It
the little,
says enable chat avatars. Just click that off.
yeah.
Thank you.
I might as well shut that off too. Why not?
I like seeing your
And then reconnect, I think. Something? Or not. Oh well. There.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I disabled it and then disconnected, and they're still there.
We wouldn't have this trouble with Zoom.
with Zoom.
It's the online sensation that's sweeping the
Under game
nation.
settings, chat avatars. Look for player video avatar size and click names only.
Oh, much better. Thank you.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And my little mini fell out of the world.
It fell out of the world? In what way?
I was at that corner before the door, and I'm not there anymore. No, the previous corner.
How did you do this? I think you've killed yourself. You're nowhere on the map at all. What did you do?
I don't know. You're God. You should be able to find me and put me back.
Well, you'd think so, but when even the hand of God can't find you, what the hell? This is a problem.
Sounds like Roll20 can be a little bit on the glitchy side.
No. Just the witch is just doing crazy things. There, I think you're alive now.
Okay, thank you.
I just I just ripped you from one time stream and put you in another one. That's some Doctor Who stuff right there. Okay, so there you go. That's another door, same as all the other. What do you call it? Where's my body? Unless you actually did fall off the island. In which case, do you guys see the path still?
I'm here.
Yes, slowly and surely, you can make it to the door there. And then, you do,
Earthy, you just skip to a tile.
yes.
Actually,
Iggy is floating in the void, but he is, like I said, I'm going to assume is being Master Blaster on your back, so. This door, fall off of Ireland, yes. This door has a, for what it's worth, nobody knows what gnomes are, and nobody really cares, quite frankly.
I like gnomes. I can't speak their language, but I like them.
It's it's a very it's very much like a Vault Tech door, if that means anything to any of you. So it's essentially like only instead of being like a cog or a gear, it's a some sort of aperture, it looks like. So it's segmented and kind of spirals into a point.
I can totally see why you'd say that's gnomish. That just reminds me of something that you'd find in Gnome Radon.
It's kind of the idea, I suppose. Sort of indicators all over the place, so what you would kind of assume to be gemstones that are illuminated, but they're basically lights and whatnot, but other than that,
absolutely nothing that would help us with that. I have no knowledges that would help us with that.
No, I'm not really conversant with traps, but if anything is going to be trapped, it looks like it'd be.
Yeah, Iggy will. He takes off his old pair of goggles, and for the first time since you guys met him, you see that he has a just, they look like pools of gold. There's no like iris or pupil in them, but his eyes are completely like a gold, molten gold color, and when he takes his very dark lenses off, he definitely like starts to squint, and he's got to shield his eyes, so but he replaces his goggles with those minute seeing ones.
Well, Iggy, you have spiffified eyes.
What are you talking about? Like, he legitimately doesn't, he looks at you over his shoulders like, what the heck are you talking about?
They're pools of gold, man. They look spiffy.
No, they're not.
Well, we'll agree to disagree.
I mean, obviously I don't think anybody has any kind of a mirror or whatever, but he doesn't know what you're talking about. Let's see, 16...
Top of my head is rather mirror-like. I give it a shine and try that out.
He's,
Yes, Iggy, peer into the top of his head and see thyself.
that does look kind of strange. For what it's worth, too, everybody, whoever the original group does notice, very much like the with the Ent droughts or whatever in Lord of the Rings, it's kind of like that, only with a kobold instead of halfling. He seems to be slightly taller and just have a slightly more presentable demeanor about him for a kobold. Kobolding intensifies, exactly. But either way, he hops off of your shoulder and walks up to the door, and he's kind of scratching his chin a little bit, and he, running a finger around through the grooves on the door, and just starts. There's like a little clicking noise as he presses in some of those gemstones, and there's like this loud pitched squeeing noise, and sounds like just a creature screaming like. As the door sort of spins and reveals a opening. Come on.
We've decided what Iggy looks like, John.
Oh, I already had a picture I drew of him, but I saw that. It's on his character sheet. Didn't you see it?
No, probably not.
Oh. That's not
Where's
bad, too.
his character sheet at?
Yeah. So much.
Oh, that's a cute picture of him, too. I like the picture you drew of him. You're definitely a heck of a lot better artist than me. I mean, I can draw Pokemon.
We'll just have to agree to disagree, I guess. But either way. Come on here. Someday, what do you call it, works towards. Come on. If I can find my, drawing tool here, I'll get back to putting the map down. This is a much larger, area. This, again, looks like a whole, like, cliffside kind of falls down from the... That's what I'm going for. People are asking if anyone else is getting aroused by my narrative.
Wait, what? Aroused?
Yes.
I'm assuming this is on Twitch that people are asking.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I guess I should mention I am doing the thing, so...
Thing.
Yes, I'm streaming this, so... I apologize.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I
but
apologize
what
in
are
advance.
people saying about the stream?
They asked if anyone else was getting aroused by the narration.
People on Twitch are an interesting breed.
Yes.
We just stopped talking about the pit, so no.
Yeah, we stopped talking about the hole, so we had to, yes. So this one, again, like I said, the outside of this looks, it's flat out rocky, craggy formation, and everyone that's near the doorway that has the ability to see in the dark, actually doesn't even matter because it's there's like an orangish glow from what appear to be torches on the walls in here.
Walls!
Yes. This actually is like a cavern from what you can see. Come on.
Well, cavern's like a sideways hole.
Yeah. Not touching that one.
The flip term for something in particular. Jesus.
It's okay. Come on. That'll work. I think. If I can get the right. There we go. Ready? You ready? That's too much. Too many.
The heck is that? The robot. Is it?
Again, it appears to be a rather large suit of, armor.
There one before. I don't remember.
This is, looks like a suit of ornamental plate mail.
Oh, wait. Now I remember. After we defeated Longtail.
Like that, only about twice as large. Not quite twice as large, but definitely bigger. Come on.
I guess I step in here
I don't know, do you?
so that anyone who wants to come in can investigate.
Instigate.
Investigate.
You can do both. It's fine. I
See,
understand.
nothing to instigate yet.
To instigate the investigator.
Yeah, instigate the investigator.
Investigator.
Yes, V'ger. Sorry. Knowledge dungeoneering. Let's see here. We could do something along those lines. I'm good at avoiding melee. Okay. Is there, none of you have, like, well, of course you don't have professions. Blacksmithing or anything like that?
Nope.
Rav, don't you have like engineering or something?
Yeah, I have knowledge engineering.
That will work perfectly, as a matter of fact. I can deliver a baby, baby. Okay. You are aware that the suit there is, it has a bunch of other like what you would consider to be like alchemical tubes and stuff like that, strewn about the floor and running up to it. And it appears to be what you've heard gnomes refer to as powered armor. However, it is very, very large, if that is what it is. Don't have the bottle cast. Kinda. Yeah, this actually kind of works for it. I'll, let me, maybe.
I just saw that golf.
What's wrong?
Read what golf did.
No, I don't want to. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, that's completely possible.
Be right back, guys. I need to get a drink.
Okay. That's actually a fairly realistic representation of what it would look like in the Discord chat. You walk up to it, and it's, you're about not quite eye level with it. You're probably stomach level with its body, vision height. And if you go up, it sounds like you're knocking on an empty suit of armor. The actual armor isn't standing quite as menacingly as that picture shows, but it does have the sword in its gauntlet hand.
Well, I'm sure we can sell it for scrap, at least.
Oops. What's your plan?
I don't want it.
And Gulp tries to take off its helmet.
Roll strength. Okay. The whatever it's made out of is incredibly heavy, but you're able to lift the helmet off. There does not appear to be anything inside. It does seem to be very well padded all around and whatnot, but there's still nobody or no entity seems to be inhabiting the armor, if that's what you were looking for.
Gulp puts the helmet on after a struggle because it's so freaking heavy. Turns to face the group and says, "I see your Schwartz is as big as mine."
What?
There's not like regular or what you would see to be regular like eye slits in the helmet. It's got some sort of barrier of glass or some sort in between the visor. And you can't. It's too big for you, so it's you can't quite see out of it right. Turn around, crack your joke. Let's see here.
Of course, I run away to get a margarita, and Wolf does some fun stuff.
Yes. Iggy kind of adjusts the collar on his vest. He says, yeah, watch out there, big guy. And, what's your armor class? Polish the helmet, yes.
Be right back.
Okay. Again, I could look this up myself, I guess.
I'm not sure if it's adding my magic robe to my AC or not.
Yeah, because it'd be 10 plus 2 for dex plus 1 from the robe.
That's under max armor. Is that what that is? Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
So AC is 13.
It, you get a cutting feeling.
A cutting feeling?
Yes. After, Iggy's little quip, everyone that's casted, I don't know if you want to move yourself in there or not, too, so...
Oh, yeah, of course.
But, something... You have a feeling that this... You have a feeling of a sword being in your side. You take 7 points of damage from that large sword cutting into you. And everybody sees that suit animating and now attacking.
We have initiative.
We can consider this initiative, yes.
Damn it. That's not okay.
Do. I'm on a wiener, that's a wiener. Not a wiener.
And then my familiar gives me a +4 to initiative.
I saw that. That is interesting.
So I accidentally rolled twice, so I guess my initiative would be 9. I'm not very good with the dice roller on here yet.
With the things. No, these are all... I'm looking for the thing I need. Okay. That doesn't seem to work. That is definitely not right either. Un momento, por favor.
All right, Helga, I can
Yeah.
sing it.
Oops, ignore that.
No.
That was premature.
Okay, we need to
I'm
set
trying to
these
select my
to
token and roll it again.
descending. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's still not working with the dang token.
Okay. What did you get? A 17?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. First up is Kasser. You've seen another thing that should not be moving.
I hate when that happens. I'm gonna run up there and hit it.
Makes me so angry.
I'm gonna run up there and just bash its arm to try to get it to let go.
Okay.
One second, I'm gonna pop this out after this roll so it doesn't take forever to load.
Uh-oh. Nice. Is that's a critical?
No, it's a 19.
I see 20 plus 3.
No.
I think that's a
He
critical.
rolled a 19, but wait.
Yeah, I've
Because he has
got
a plus 3 and then a plus 1.
right. It's a 19 plus 3 plus 1.
Okay, why does it say 20 plus 3 plus 1 on me then?
But I don't know.
It's like at the beginning of the thing. I don't know why it says 20 there, but like at the bottom where it has like the 19 in the parentheses, that's the actual roll.
I'm pretty sure you rolled a 20, dude.
No. It's a 19.
Okay. Alright.
If it were a nat 20, it'd be in.
I was gonna say, yeah, just take the crit, but fine.
I'm gonna say if the demon is giving you a crit, take the crit.
When someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. Alright. So that's 4 points of damage. Where is thing?
Thing here.
Thing here, good. Go bad. Alright. There is a tie between it and Rain, so we're going on the same turn. Excuse me.
I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Magic missile, 5 points. Alright. Cat running in here like Kramer. Jesus.
I said yell at my dog. She was just over here smacking my computer with her tail.
Okay. Where do we have? Holy crap. That's a good thing to say. I'm guessing, Casser, you got just slightly more than 13 AC. 16, okay. So 1 hits you, and 2 hits you.
I hate when that happens.
That is 9 points of damage. It gives you a backhand with its gauntlet, and also whacks you across your stomach with that sword.
Ow.
Now, Rain already went. It went. Helga and Rave. It is us. Your use. Oh no. Shout out to all the perverts in the back.
What? Hey.
Gojira!
Just saying. Okay.
Well, what was his stats? Oh yeah, thank you.
+2 to your strength and damage.
Multiplied its weight by 8. Damn.
3 minutes of being
3
huge.
minutes.
Yes.
Wait.
Make him count.
Wait. Because I set my weight to like 241 pounds.
Oh great, now the island's gonna crash.
We're fine.
Just shy of 2,000 pounds. Oh, that's crazy.
That's a lot of lizard meat. That's what they said. So
Alright.
there we go.
I'm so sad the spell doesn't stack.
You need the higher level versions of it for that, I'm sure. So
I'm gonna move up into melee range and stick it.
stab it. Alright, so go for it. That's a hit.
Yeah, do my normal BS.
Alright. Golf. You're not too happy. What would you like to do?
So this thing isn't bothering to move from where it is.
It has not yet moved, no. Because
Okay.
the targets have came to it. You're still wearing, That's the thing, after all this happened, if you're turning around, I'm guessing as you if you turn around to look at it, you kind of swish past and see, Casser. And you just happen to see, like, in the little, where the eye holes are, there's, like, a red circle around Casser. As your it kind of goes across your vision.
There's no text like kill the short ones or anything like that.
I mean, if you actually like pause for a second, you do see that it's nothing unless you know Gnome.
No.
Or have some sort of like comprehend languages or something like that. There's various like symbols and stuff popping up on the screen here and there, but nothing that you can make out outside of just like a big red like outline around the halfling.
No gnome? Not me, no. Alright.
Know him.
Well,
I hardly knew him.
Since it's useful to know who's being targeted, I guess I'll keep this stupid helmet on. I don't think it's going to really hamper me. I'm gonna off slightly and cast what I cast prematurely earlier. Both cracks his knuckles and wrings his hands a little bit, and then makes a tossing motion like he's tossing a water balloon.
That's a hit, and can you actually?
Ooh.
I guess you can crit with spells. I had no idea.
Oh.
That's awesome.
So 4 points of an acid. You manage to like sink it as a basket in the neck hole of the armor.
Yes.
You kind of does the old like rolling around the rim and before it plops in the actual hole. After you do that, you notice that the Casser is no longer high, like has that red aura around him. Make a perception roll.
Oh crap. Where's my perception?
Urzuka, you are now up.
I am?
Yes. You kind of shifting your weight around. You've kind of pushed Helga up against the wall of the cavern.
Yeah, bravo. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna move right here. I'm gonna rage.
Yes, rage.
I'm gonna rage.
All right, as as Urzuka just lets out like that, that hissing alligator pissed off noise, and you can feel the ground sort of vibrating, Jurassic Park T-Rex style here. As she thunders across the cave floor, you see that she is now glowing with a red outline. Okay. You going to just attack?
I'm gonna... I'm gonna do a double claw attack.
I call that a double claw.
Dang.
Nice.
I am so fucking pissed! So that's 32 points of damage, apparently.
That is amazing.
So
Big lizard.
just kind of like a tin can. You just sort of grab its free arm and just kind of yank, and you just rip that part of the armor off, and there's like just electricity arcing off of it as you pull it, and you just kind of beat the whole chest piece with the arm. Just like, boom, boom, boom. Very much like a more graphic Avengers like Hulk, yeah. Only instead of bashing it into the ground, you just rip the arm off the armor and just start beating it. That's okay, 32 points. Casser, you and all three of you looking at it, like I said, apart from like the electrical like arcing, there's some sort of again another like black viscous fluid spurting out of the shoulder of this armor.
Turkish coffee.
Yes. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, they're doing Godzilla. I was going Power Rangers. Sorry. Casser, it is now your turn again. Urzuka has gone bye-bye.
Huh. Well,
There's something you don't see every day.
well, since it's still standing there, it looks like I'm gonna try to hit it.
Golf, there's a again with what did you roll for? 16 for your perception? No. The hell? Yeah, 16. Okay. Like your vision kind of like gets sort of like wavy for a second. Like you might say there's a sort of like interference with the vision. And there's a little like slider that kind of depletes along the corner. Another 19. I'm guessing that was your roll, right?
Correct.
Okay. 6 more points. So yeah, you're doing very, very knee-bitey tactics here. 32 plus that plus that. That's Jesus. You might say that the little indicator is below half now. It is. What's that?
I'm gonna yell from inside the helmet, unsure if anyone can understand what I'm saying. We got it below 50%. Keep dots.
More DPS.
More dots, more dots, more dots.
Alright, it and Rain, same turns.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on it.
Ooh. Okay. That's an automatic hit, right? Yeah. So 13. Does this have a resistance? No, it does not. I need to look something up here real quick. 1 second.
Okay.
So I avoid another incident like double fire breathing in one combat. Okay. Uh-oh. So it takes 13. Roll an additional D8, please. Okay. So, you breathe that thing in fire, and all of that blood that was like spurting out of it just snakes up the armor, and it like just catches on fire.
My coffee.
Just like coffee, yes, my coffee. That's right. The ground around it is on fire. Casser and Rave make a reflex save too, please. That's enough. Yeah, okay. So you hop out of the way of the, like I said, the ground all around it from whatever was leaking from it is just blazed up now. And again, Golf, you see in the opposite corner where the little bar's been slowly going down this whole time, there's a red, looks like a torch fire, like just kind of blinking and appearing and disappearing, appearing and disappearing. Status effect. Actually, I thought there was one of those. I guess not. I'll just have to put that on it. Yes, the check engine light is turned on. It turns to face Urzuka. Burp. Zoip. And come on. Oddly enough, it is there's a very like it's just a sickeningly sweet smell as this thing starts to move. I rolled a 20. And that may not. I gotta do an AC check here. Hey, does anybody want to let Iggy make a turn? Or take a turn?
Yeah.
Iggy is yours.
Yeah, I know, but I've been neglecting that.
Oh no.
AC of 17. Okay, so I critted and I hit. I'm sad and ashamed to say. So.
Also, I forget I have like 4 extra health.
Yes, so make sure you take those points out first.
In the character, 10 health, but it doesn't show up on the token.
Oh. This thing basically right at the torso just kind of rotates around and just does a blender attack on you.
Red! What does it do?
12, 14, 16, 17 points. Total, yes.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Says the person that just hit for 32.
I think I forgot to change my actual tokens hit points.
I didn't. I forgot. I forgot to roll Iggy. I'm gonna throw him in here if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Just toss him.
Toss me.
There.
1, 5.
Sorry, 16.
16 points. 17 points.
17.
Yes. 5, 10.
That.
Come on, I'm sorry. Revis, do you feel the clawed hands of Iggy pop up on your shoulders and heave himself up over your in the classic piggyback fashion you've seen him travel with for quite a while. Okay, and just kind of out of nowhere, another jet of fire comes over your shoulder, and you see Iggy breathing fire on this thing.
Okay.
Hey, all right, that's and somebody roll me a d6. Not everybody at once. 2 more. Okay, thank you. So again, Iggy just, like I said, kind of heaved himself up on Ravista's back and just opens his mouth and breathes out a jet of fire. Well, not a jet, it's a cone, so it went that way, straight ahead. Helga, it is now your turn. After witnessing that.
Pop up behind Izuka and cast Cure Light Wound.
Not me?
Who,
You just took 17 points of damage, yeah.
Little old me?
Little? Little?
Yes.
You get back.
10 points, Jesus.
Hold on, let me look at the spell.
It says 1d8 plus 3. He rolled a 7 plus 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no kidding.
Excuse me.
So, Rave, it's your turn. Same round, different action. Another attack.
Yep. I'm varied in my attacks.
Well, in that they sometimes connect and they sometimes don't.
He bought 4 different fighters at the store tonight because he couldn't figure out which one he liked better. It's ridiculous.
If we need to roll a save, okay, I'll try not to have saves needing to be rolled. I can't speak for everybody else though. Jesus, 11 points. Come on. Golf, it's your turn, sorry.
Alright. Does it still take some acid damage since it didn't leave the spot where I cast that?
Yes, roll your D3 again, or whatever it is.
Okay, a little longer. There you go. See right here.
Alright, so 2 more points. Let's see. Well, I mean, it's already on fire. I don't know if Touch of Combustion is going to do anything more to it.
Alright, and you should now be able to see, well, I'll,
I'll just keep with the acid, but I'm bumping it up to acidic. Did I set this up right? Looks like it.
there, can you see the bar there?
Where?
Above the, armor?
No. Yeah, now I do.
Okay. There's about how far down the bar appears to be.
Okay, nice. Pope places the bases of his palms together with his hands spread Hadoken style,
Okay.
and hisses the syllables of his spell in a very menacing way.
No. Ooh, bumping it up to a ray.
So it's 1d6 points of acid damage plus 1 for every 2 sorcerer levels you possess.
Okay.
So I'm level 4 now, so it's got to be plus 2.
So, max damage for this spell. Nice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Didn't you have... Yeah. I don't know if sorcerers have it like wizards can have it, but your arcane focus should be that jar of pickles, for crying out loud. I'm not sure if you already were thinking that or not, but...
Well, you never know what Gulp is thinking.
I know he likes acid.
So 10 points, you said?
And hole.
I think just 8.
8, okay.
Yes, very true. He likes holes too.
I dig holes.
Doesn't sound wrong.
He's a hole man.
Do.
I've got the whole world in my hands.
No, that ain't right. There we go. Now we're working. I did more acid. Urzuka, it's your turn again.
I can move. I do the double claw. And I think that it
10 points.
ends. Well, I was
So
gonna probably bite it too, but I don't know if it's necessary.
it's no, you grab a hold of the other arm and just pop it out of the socket again, and again more sparking and arcing, and it collapses down under its own weight on a the whole ground there is kind of just smoldering from whatever seemed to be powering this thing. For anybody that's like had a car with or been around a car with like radiator problems, that's kind of what this thing is smelling like right now.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, like very, very hot antifreeze.
Smelled before. And I hope I don't.
I think maybe we gotta stand back from this thing just in case it decides to.
Oh, your vision, by the way, once she does that, just kind of goes black. You can like see from below where the helmet is, but there's no. You're not seeing anything from through the like eye sockets.
That's good.
Remove all turns. Yes. If you all take a step back from it, you just, I mean, there's well, actually, if all you're doing is stepping back, I need to have everybody make a fortitude save.
What?
Yeah.
Everyone, how close to it?
Basically, if you're still, like, not at the entrance to the cave right now.
Holy crap.
So I wouldn't need to since I never moved.
You're still gonna have to do it too, I think, because I'm talking, like, right in the first, like, 15 feet. Like, here to
Okay, that's
there, so... essentially what we have here is you guys are in a very enclosed space with a lot of burning oil fumes. So that's probably not bueno. Yeah, nobody is like choking or anything. Well, I mean, just I'm pointing at my screen. You can see where I'm pointing at my screen, right?
Yeah.
I'm just talking like this area, this first section here. Not like out, just that 15 feet here.
Thank you.
So, I mean, like I said, nobody's taking damage, so to speak. But you're, like, coughing, starting to cough real heavily, and, like, your throat's kind of getting itchy and whatnot, so...
Alright. Both runs out of there like a bobblehead.
Yeah, Rain's gonna jet out.
I don't think there's anything really worth seeing otherwise in here, is there?
It looks like there's another door. Is that another door?
No, that was just the cave, like, being craggy. If you leave and wait a while, it does start to, like, burn itself off. And to the point where you don't see there's no... Like, it was... When you run out of the cave, it's a very heavy black smoke coming out of the mouth of the cave there.
Goodness.
And like I said, after a couple minutes, it finally starts to burn itself out, and you could go back in if you wanted to.
Alright.
Okay, well,
I'm going to... Yes, I'm going to de-largify you.
Yeah, thank you. I don't want to be in there anymore.
Let me out! Yeah, you're like the dog trying to get out of the dog door. He's... Razuka does not like this.
Oh, man.
Are we doing the regular searching here?
Yeah, I'm just looking around.
Okay. There are... I can give you descriptions, but I'll also just give you value here to them. There are a set of very well crafted would appear to be blacksmith tools that are worth 175 gold. The armor itself, apart from it being itself larger than any of you would be able to wear, is, I mean, just like red hot to the touch right now, and all of the internals seem to be burnt. It's basically plating. The armor itself, if you wanted the metal, is... It's adamantine.
That's spendy.
So if you want to write that down as the adamantine plates, I guess, I'll get a value to that as soon as I can figure something out for that. And the only other thing that you really see are the arms that were attached to it, are the only thing that is like not gutted. So if you wanted to try and like forge the arms into some sort of like piecemeal, that might be doable. The sword it was using.
Part for you.
The sword that it was using is basically a great sword, a two-hander. And that's all I'm going to reveal about it with just that information. But otherwise, there doesn't seem to be anything else in this cavern.
I don't want to be in the cavern. I want to be on the ground. Inside.
What's that?
I don't want to be in a cavern no more. I want to be on the ground outside.
Well,
Would any
yeah.
knowledge checks help us find out anything more about?
I mean, it's there does not seem to be any other, like, the walls all, I'm going to assume that you've taken the time to have Iggy and everybody else take a section of wall and try and look for some sort of, like, latch or hidden mechanism, and there does not seem to be anything else. This is just a rocky cavern, that's it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, give me a second.
Did you have identify, Rain?
Hang on.
I thought somebody had identify, I couldn't remember.
I don't have it memorized, but I do have it as a spell.
Okay, like I said, wasn't sure.
Yeah, I have it in my spell book, but I don't have it prepared at the moment.
Okay, well, then just for the time being, the great sword is definitely magic.
Okay. Is there anybody in this group that can use a greatsword?
You have a barbarian and a fighter that could definitely use it.
Alright, well, one of you guys take it, and I will try and prepare the spell for tomorrow.
For what it's worth, if you're looking just like to have as many people with a magical weapon as could get them, I think Urzuka's the only one that doesn't really have like a magical
Sure,
weapon,
give it to
but
Urzuka. I'm cool with that. I think Rav loves his bastard sword anyway.
Yep.
Besides, she did kind of rip the dude's arms off and beat him with it. I think she deserves the sword.
Haunted great sword.
yes.
Yeah, it's a magical greatsword, but you'll have to wait until I can prepare the identify spell.
Yeah, until somebody can actually do that.
Which next session, I'll make sure that I prepare it before we rest, and that way next session I can identify it for you.
Let's see here. Ooh, neat. Okay. So, unless you're wanting to just actually jump over the side, it looks like your only other way of descending or finding somewhere else is the hole.
Damn it, Golf. Looks like we get to go down your hole.
Yay. Golf's hole.
Alright, so I guess we're all gonna meander back to the hole room.
Don't encourage him. Does anybody have want to take? Jesus Christ! Why are you encouraging? Actually, that's true. I'm sorry. There are There are 4-gallon jugs in the cave that if anyone wants to examine them, they are stopped and have that that black fluid in them.
Coffee.
Yes, the tea.
I've got detect magic prepared, but that's the only thing I have.
Well, I was gonna say Helga had already had it to cast. I would say that would work for it. It's not magical, but it was something that was in. It seemed to be the blood of whatever that thing was, essentially.
All right. Do we want to take it with us, guys?
It's flammable, you know that.
I mean, hey, we could probably make a Molotov cocktail out of it.
Who doesn't want to go adventuring with 5 gallons of petrochemicals?
How much do they weigh?
All together, I'm gonna say they're like. Let's see. I'm gonna say 10 pounds apiece.
Damn. Okay, I can't carry them.
Trying to gauge this off a real world experience.
It's like 7 something per gallon, a pound per gallon for liquid, and then whatever the container is.
I can carry at least 1 or 2 of them and still be within a medium. So if somebody wants to grab 2 of them, I can grab 2 of them.
Iggy will take one with him, even though it's about as large as he is.
Rav, can you take 2 of them?
Black lube.
Yeah. I'll carry your 2 jugs for you.
You smartass.
The problem is I don't know who that was directed towards.
Alright, so I've got 2, Rav's got 2, and Iggy's got 1.
Yoink. 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 Okay.
But I can't carry too much more. I'm gonna be encumbered.
Let's see here. Iggy says, if we've got, rope or something like that, you can try tying me off and I can Unless we just want to go down, damn the consequences.
Golf should go first since it's his baby.
I want to go next. I want to be on the ground. Solid ground. Also, thank you for moving me.
Yes. Why not? Oops.
Can we use some of Helga's spikes to anchor some ropes?
Yeah. This would be, I'm guessing, survival again?
Who's got survival?
Everybody has it, it's just how much how well you are at it.
I rolled 3 and
None. You roll.
None of it.
Well, only whoever's going down first is going to be able to do this. That's the thing.
8.
3.
Don't send my butt down first. Looks like Rav got the best survival check.
Casser, I've been forgetting here, unfortunately. You've got a large fox still, correct?
That's correct.
It's still keeping up with you. I keep forgetting about the dang thing. Of course.
We just slept through the last fight.
Mochi was so scared by the gigantic lizard lady that he hid my hair. He's a tiny dinosaur. Big dinosaurs scare.
Let's see here.
How's hair?
No, he hid my hair.
Oh, Jesus, sorry.
So
He has feathers. He doesn't have hair.
So who was going down first?
I'd say we kick Rav down first. He had the best survival skill.
Should go in the hole so bad.
But Golf did want it the hole big time.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Whoever's
just want to be on the ground.
whoever's
I want to be second.
whoever's going down first will have to make the survival roll if they're putting the who's it's in.
I'll go down first.
Huh?
So secure a rope with one of Helga's spikes and start rappelling down into the hole.
Alright.
Half orc go down the hole.
Bye bye, keys. Alright. How much rope is there collectively?
I've got however much comes in that standard adventure pack that I got.
I'm assuming it's 50. Ouch. Let's see here.
I gave myself every piece of starting gear but a thing of rope.
Smooth. I can't say much. I didn't give myself rope either.
Alright. So there's one thing of rope. Like I said, who else has one? Or does anybody else have one?
I think it might only be Golf.
I do. I do have something rope.
You could make a parachute out of that, I suppose.
It looks like your Zuka's got 50 foot of rope.
I'm not trusting.
I don't blame you, Helga.
Okay, so unless there's anybody else I'm going to call that 100 feet and being generous with combining them. Alright. As you're descending, you've been going down for quite some time, it feels like. And as you keep going down, you're nearing the end of the rope. You can kind of see a little ways down. There's a golden colored light shining from below. And like I said, you've reached the end of what rope you have, and the tunnel seems to continue on for a bit more. Uh-oh.
Well, what do we do at this point?
I don't know. What do you do?
Golf.
What is the surface of the tunnel made out of?
Just dirt. Clay. It's not like claustrophobic, but it's definitely cozy as far as the amount of room you have to work climbing down it. You're not like you're back to the wall or whatever. What do they call that? Chimney climbing or whatever when you're doing like rock climbing.
So we just go straight down. It's not.
No, it is at an angle, but it's a very. We're talking like a 75, 80 degree angle here.
I call up to inform the rest of the party about the situation at least, so they know what's going on. And then I let go of the rope and slide.
Slide. Alright. You're in timeout now.
I'm actually going to do the same thing if I can get past the other people. But I have Featherfall.
Ah, okay.
Well, not quite Featherfall.
Yes.
Fly Hex.
Hexes. So, Golf, go down
Just
to
let
hole.
me know when I'm getting close to the ground.
Helga, go down to hole.
I just heard somebody drive by on the street behind me, yell, yeah!
Now that there's some padding at the bottom, I guess I'll go.
Urzuka was chomping at the bit to go down, I think, so I'm guessing she'll go at least second or third.
Will you second?
Okay, so
Do I have to
then
go through climb check?
Helga would go. Nah, you got this. So we've got padding, so Rave's down. Who's next? Iggy's gonna jump down. Yay!
Would casting mage armor on myself help any?
If only unless you throw yourself against the wall, I suppose.
All right, I'm just gonna slide down like everybody else.
Okay. Yoink. Whee! Cassie, you bringing up
And
the
then
rear?
Passer. Yep.
Casser with Fox. Alright. As you get down to the end of the rope, and you do have to let go, this is like a funhouse slide, even though you seem to have taken different amounts of time to jump down the hole. You do eventually see your comrades kind of coming into view as the tunnel sort of, it seems to be sort of snaking around, but it's like widening up to, and it also seems like it's going from less vertical to a more straight fall. It seems like the amount of time you've been in here, you would probably have reached ground by now, you would have assumed. Are you wanting to do your feather fall or just ride it out? Because you still haven't, like, actually... the light...
I would like to not hit the ground at max.
Okay, I was gonna say, if it becomes necessary, we'll say that that's what ends up happening. But the gold light that was the end of the tunnel does slowly seem to get nearer and nearer. Everybody that has a form of dark vision, which I'm guessing is everybody but Rave, right?
No, I don't have it either.
That's right. It has to be.
I have the flashlight.
It has to be low light vision, or dark vision. It can't be infravision.
I have a hooded lantern.
Nah, that won't work. What's that?
Tape it. Get some string.
Yes.
Little...
I've got, I think it's a light spell.
Well, that's right. The illumination. Like I said, as you continue to fall and the light is coming closer, you do feel like yourself. You sort of like becoming lighter. Your descent, even though you seem to be going directly downward, you seem to be, your descent is slowing slightly to like a feather fall kind of falling speed. You notice that along the sides of the cavern, caught in the flashes of the light from the continual light and whatnot, there seems to be cutouts that look like they would be from like a museum or something like that. There's just depictions of like everyday life in a village, as far as like, you know, a village home, the inside of it with like a hearth and everything, only in a like a dollhouse sort of scale. And actually your descent is slow enough where you feel like you could almost reach out and take something from out of them, if anyone was so inclined to do so, rather. Otherwise, going once, going twice.
Sure, I'll grab something.
Okay. You managed to grab a hold of a pair of gloves that were on a chair. They're very tiny. They're like Barbie doll kind of sized gloves. But with that, the light finally reaches you, and you do see a ground coming up very quickly, and with a not a harmful thud, but with a heavy landing, you all land one after another near each other on top of a pile of a moss-covered hill.
And I'm sure Azuka is very happy about the fact that it's ground.
You are underground in a very large open cavern.
But it's not. We're not hovering over in forest anymore.
No. Looking around, you do note that the strange chamber seems to be about what we got here? 60 feet by about 120 feet. Large underground cavern. You can get a good view of it because the walls all about this cavern seem to be polished to a mirrored finish that reflect any light source that you might have on you. But you kind of get the feeling that you are at the southern end rather of this large chamber.
I get the feeling
That we're being watched by thousands of people on Twitch.
good. It's thousands.
Quiet.
Be nice.
by thousands, I mean two.
Thousands of one people.
No, not yet. Unfortunately. What do we got here? How many did I say this was? A lot by a little by a lot.
42.
It was 60 by something.
42. I like that. You're hired, kid.
Thanks, governor.
60 by 120. We're gonna go with the 10-foot rule here, just so you can get an idea. 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. That won't work. I gotta do this other ways. My brain functions like an adult's, trapped in a child's mind. Ah. There we go. That'll work. Why not? So, until it's needed, I'm gonna keep y'all here. And unless everybody's wanting to go off on their own to some extent.
On a private hole journey.
Yes. Private journey of discovery. What's that?
In the chat.
Oh.
I support everything you hoped it would be. Well, I was hoping for solid ground. Yeah,
So,
I think I got
well,
it,
you did. So, like I
everything
said.
I was hoping for.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh no, Casser.
Do you, for what it's worth, do you want me to, well, if you're still there, you want me to hold off for a second, or? Okay.
Who?
Casser. I was wondering if you wanted me to wait. So you're at the southern end of the wall. It's 120 feet long by 60 feet wide. Very mirrored, polished walls. They are paneled with some sort of a strange glowing wood that is red in color. Let's see here. There are candles set in sconces about the walls. And then also, on the opposite side of the hall, there appears to be 5 double doors set into the wall. So, give me a second here to set this up again.
What's the doors?
Are there any doorbells by the doors?
These are the doors. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Very ornately made here. Just trying to get so. Okay, the 5 doors on the opposite wall. Very nearby, your vantage point. There is a small pile of rubbish. That right there. The green and gray. You do note there is a small, finely crafted table atop it. Crafted of crystal. There appears to be a metallic object and some sort of a flagon of liquid atop of it.
Time for detect magic again.
And a slaver of an unleavened loaf of bread of some sort. Does not seem to be anything else visible beyond the table. Yeah. Ceiling overhead is arched and beamed. There are rafters that appear to be about 15 feet ahead. 15 feet above. Detecting magic? There is magic. The whole area has a very mixed aura of alteration, enchantment, and illusion. The table itself is emitting a very strong dwimmer of alteration.
The
Glimmer of alteration?
Yes. The doors also appear to be magical as well.
Great.
Well, now I wish we hadn't used all of our rope.
Can I knowledge arcana it to see if anything...
Yes, the table?
Yes.
If you walk up to the table, you notice that upon the flagon are runes in a slightly elvish language that appear to read "drink me," and the slaver has the runes that appear to read "eat me" on it.
Oh, holy shit, we've literally gone down the rabbit hole.
Well, Jesus.
Well, I let everybody know that they say drink me and eat me.
Huzzah!
And ask if anybody has read Alice in Wonderland.
Ha 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 ha!
Because bitches were in Wonderland.
You weren't here for the Charlotte's Web adventure.
No, I wasn't.
Thank God.
Some pig.
I'm literary. If nothing. Uh-oh. Do. What say you?
Well, I'm not gonna eat it or drink it.
I ain't doing it. I don't wanna. Da. There's also... I don't know what you said. I'm afraid to read it now. What did you say here? I'm opposed to touching things on alt. It's in the code.
Not meat, so I don't want it. I have plenty.
I'll eat it.
He dips the bread in liquid and eats them both and drinks it. Nice.
I can't remember how this worked out, but it wasn't good. Come on. This is an outcome. I just want you to know this is a possible outcome, so.
Of course, Golf had to do both at the same time.
Alright. Well, I mean, the cake, to be fair, did look a little dry. Okay.
You know, this peach margarita tasted good when I first started drinking it. Now it tastes terrible.
Okay.
Well, it was one of those pre-made things that I got, and it was good at first, but I think it's gotten warm, so it's kind of meh.
Oh, Christ. Wow. Okay. All
It's
right.
never good when the DM starts saying stuff like that.
That wasn't quite the something's been derailed or anything, okay? It's just the how is this going to affect... Okay. So it wasn't bad. You're still alive. It was a very sweet cake, and whatever was in it just had like an unsweetened like tea, green tea taste to it. So very, very grassy sort of. However, everybody that's viewing Golf notices that his skin is going from the regular, like, greenish hint to a very like number 2 pencil yellow, and it has like black freckle marks on it.
Oh boy.
Shortly thereafter, okay. Let me... How do I do math? Crap. Plus 1 equals 7, yes.
What? Hey!
What?
I said 1 plus 1 equals 2.
No, this is definitely not holy. Come on.
Spit B.
Paparazzi. Dun 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 dun, you love me, paparazzi.
Oh. Holy.
Okay. Do I have... How do I... How do fractions work?
Don't ask me. That's the one class I damn near failed. I'm good at everything else, not the math.
Golf is immune to math.
You're lucky the DM is dumb as hell.
Let's see here. Oh my god, that's actually a decent roll. Maybe your Zuka, has a chance to do some math for once. She can mask
Okay.
today.
In the darkness of the cave, he seems to disappear.
Oh, sweet Mary.
And then if you look down, there is like a G.I. Joe sized version of Golf on the cave floor. Like literally like 3 inches tall.
Still like yellow
And still yellow, yes.
Oh boy.
Did the helmet
But-
shrink with
But
me?
do I reasonably look down?
if
No,
you were
I
still
don't.
if you were still wearing the helmet is just, you don't see him then, you just see the helmet sitting on the ground.
See the helmet?
Yes. And actually there's a fairly loud like thundering noise as the helmet clatters around the floor around you.
Under the helmet?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm gonna pick the helmet up
He
so
is
that we can
turtling.
golf.
Yeah. So that had a very, I think that was right. Well, maybe not. What's 1/100th of 6 feet tall?
6 feet tall.
Less than an inch.
So it would be even smaller than 3 inches.
Oh my god.
Like I said, he's an ant.
Just say 3 inches. That's too small.
Heck no.
What do you mean, heck no?
Guess it got cold in here.
Rav!
Christ. Okay.
Somebody get this thing off of me.
Yeah, three, that's fine.
Well, I've removed the helmet off of Golf so that we can see his itty
Yes.
bitty yellow spotty ass.
Ow.
'Cause
Actually,
I'm assuming he's probably naked because if the
that-
helmet didn't get small,
yes.
neither did his clothes.
that is true. Everything else is a pile. He is in a pile of his loincloth and robe. you got a pair of gloves you could give to him, I guess.
I'm
Give her
gonna
the glove.
I'm gonna give Golf the gloves. Here you go, Golf. Have some Barbie doll gloves. It's something.
Barbie doll gloves.
You can use the gloves to hide his shame.
I want a normal size glove so I can look like the hamburger helper guy.
It's not shameful. Come on. Let's see here.
Oh my god.
On the plus
Holy
side.
crap! Seriously, Helga?
Small. I'm too big to notice that.
So-
I got a mental
so-
intelligence check of
So
3.
you're not really using the glove as a glove. You're using it more like a potato sack in a sack race.
Well, I'm glad I grabbed some gloves, Golf.
Nah. We'll call it the 3. On the plus side, you can write this down as those.
He did both, Helga.
Yeah, he did them both at once. He dipped the cake into the water, or the tea, I mean. Apart from whatever the damn armor class bonus it is from being diminutive, or whatever the hell that size category is considered,
It's even less than tiny.
those gloves give you plus 6 AC.
Well, hey, there you go. You got plus 6 AC, my friend.
Wow.
Aren't you glad I grabbed those gloves?
Yes, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Christ. What's is there an AC bonus for that? So you get you are now AC 21 then.
Sweet! Ironically, I'm not as squishy now.
My name is Bobby. I'm not as squishy now. I'm not. Jesus. Good God. Okay. So, is anyone else going to do anything outside of that?
Definitely not drinking that shit now.
No,
not that I wanted to in the
not
first
no.
place. Can I pour it out?
I wouldn't do that just in case.
Well, for what it's worth, you've got a feeling that's not probably how you were supposed to do that, but...
Yeah, I would probably, like, start reaching to grab it, and, like, about to, like, turn it over. You'll probably stop me. Like,
Yeah, I will stop you.
maybe don't do that.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not, just in case. We may need this later. I just doubt we were supposed to do it that way, or something.
And then I set the
But there is the term is relative at this point, a small pool of water across the middle of the chamber there.
Can I investigate the pool?
Yes.
How small is the pool?
Well, it's 20 feet across, like up to bottom, and then the 60 feet across the whole cavern. But it's only like 2 inches deep.
Okay, so golf, don't go in that.
Yes, exactly.
Do we know anything about the doors across the way?
Over or under 10? Helga.
What?
Over or under 10?
Or what?
Just, I rolled, I need to know. Did I roll over or under 10?
Over.
Okay. Now, what were you asking again? I'm sorry.
I was wanting to know if we knew if there was anything that we saw about the doors that are across the way.
The doors appear to be roughly let's see here. The doors appear identical. Each is the same polished wood that the room seems to be inlaid with. They are roughly 6 inches wide and a foot high. Very well made with brass hinges and a...
6 inches high.
And there's seems to be some sort of lever that you would use to open or close the door.
Okay, so they're a foot high. So obviously we are meant to shrink down somewhat, but I doubt we were intended to get that.
Urzuka, you notice from being in the swamp that I'm guessing, do you all went across the water to get to the doors?
Yeah, I did at
probably.
least.
When you were on the banks, quote unquote banks of the water there, you notice what reminds you of like alligator banks.
Like a sand beach-ish little bit of a bank.
Like where a alligator would routinely like come out of the water or go back into the water. Like it's a spot where the ground is like flattened out and worn down from something crawling in and out.
Something's actually been actively moving
Yes.
through here.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, what's different about that being just an ordinary riverbank?
But you would, I mean, surmise that is downscale, so it's not like a actual sized alligator. It just looks like that would be what something was doing.
Nice. I was wondering who Golf was going to hitch a ride with.
We've got some Russian nesting dolls here.
So funny.
The kobold on the lizard man on the half orc.
Yeah! That's it right there.
But yeah, that's what you're getting.
Okay. So there's something in the water. How deep is the water?
It's only like 2 feet deep on the banks, maybe being about less than half a foot near the middle.
Like 5-foot squares.
Those are 10 foot. I'm sorry. Let me
Oh my gosh. But
change the thing
is
here.
the water clear or murky?
I mean, because it's dark, you can't really tell. But it's
Use
not.
my
It's no.
flashlight.
It's not muddy, but it's not like a putrid pool or something like that.
Not crystal clear, but it's also
Yes.
not like completely opaque.
Yes.
You can see like a little bit. Can I use my flashlight to see if there's a creature in the water?
Roll perception. You see, over in the far wall, something making a ripple, and again, it kind of reminds you of, it looks like a small, like, a tree limb or something that was in the water, and it kind of, like, went underneath the water.
But it was like small?
About the size of, like, a tree branch.
Sounds kind of big. I march into the water. And I go straight for the thing.
Okay.
I know what it is. Mm-hmm. What happens? It's over this, like here?
Yes. You thrash around the water, you kind of muddy it up. You don't find anything. Everybody sees the Urzuka doing this. Seems to have their mind set on a particular mission.
Okay then.
I need to retitle this stream.
I guess if the doors are only 1 foot high, we're going to have to figure out how it is we're going to get through them.
Oh, Golf could
If
probably
none of
get
us
through
were
there, no problem. He could probably just
Well,
crawl
yeah.
underneath the crack at the bottom.
The question is, if none of us want to eat or drink the mystery substances, can we crawl? the door?
Pansies.
The door's bigger.
Do you want to just... I mean, you can try opening the door as it is, but...
Alright, I'll open one of the doors. I guess we'll go for the middle one.
Well, I mean... Yeah, you open up the door. It swings open, but, I mean, the only ones that might be able to get through right now, other than Golf, would be, Iggy or Castor.
Okay, yeah, the rest of us are all way too damn big.
I mean, you could try to go through, but it's gonna be one hell of a, acrobatics check.
Oh, there's no way I would pass it.
And I would say that anyone that's above 6 feet would just be not really possible, especially with armor and everything.
Okay, based off of what Golf did, do we have any idea what either object does, or because he did both of them,
I mean,
do we not have any?
You don't know. Make oh Christ. Just give me a general intelligence roll for anybody.
Of course, I roll shit.
Ow.
Yeah, I rolled crap. And I rolled worse, yeah.
By necessity, I ate more cake than drank liquid because I just dipped it in the liquid, so...
You have a vague recollection of a fairy tale, which is odd being an elf, of similar events to this where, you know, normal everyday items can affect reality in terms of, like, you know, drinking tea could make you get smaller, and eating cake could make you grow larger, and that sort of thing. Nobody ever did both of them at the same time in any of those stories, so I mean, it's a possibility.
Took the red pill and the blue pill at the same time.
Yes. Take that, you fucking machines.
Okay. Well, I guess for the sake of moving the story forward, I guess I could try and take a sip of the tea and see what happens.
Feed your head. Alright. So you go across the other side. The Urzuka, I'm guessing, is still splashing around in the water, doing whatever.
Just I needed to assert dominance for a moment.
T-posing. I just assumed it was because you were glad to be, you know, in any sort of swampy-like environment, but...
I mean, you're not wrong about that, but it's mostly the asserting dominance part right now.
Okay. So, you pick up a cup of the tea and take a sip out of it, and you slowly start to see your view get lower and lower and lower and lower, and you stop. You're about head height with the table legs on the glass table. You're just roughly under 6 inches tall.
Okay then.
Not nearly as small as Golf got.
That's because Golf did them both. And he confused the magic.
What's up, Amazon?
Amazon Prime, yes. The Fox. That's right.
All right. So
it's just playing around in the water too.
I'm assuming that my lizard is gonna be standing next to me now, and I could probably ride.
I was gonna say you could probably ride your lizard like a mount now. Yes.
Well, he's pretty good at jumping, so I guess I'm gonna ride my lizard across the water to the door.
It's one of them. They're Jesus lizards.
And I guess I'm gonna go through the door.
So I'm guessing everybody else is watching this, and you get to the other side of the pool. Is anyone else going to follow suit, or what?
I'll have to sip the tea and ride the toad
We're
across.
going. Oh, sorry.
You going to do the same and take your toad across?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great day for riding familiars, Helga.
It is, isn't it? Look at these plebeians without familiars.
I'm gonna drop everyone off here, and I mean, can we cart the drink over, or do we have to drink it over
You can
here?
pick up the drink and the cake. You could take it with you, but the table is not movable.
Okay, I'm taking it with us, and then I'm gonna eat it over here. Drink it.
I
So
would suggest the drinking, not the eating.
Oh, you don't want to be there?
that's what they had you for.
Don't want to be tiny.
So,
trying to
yes.
swim through this
Everybody can make it on the other side of the thing and be their relative, except for some 10th size. Ow.
I said I was riding my familiar, and my dog just popped into the same room as my computer and stuck her head on my leg, like, I'll follow.
I guess I'll pocket some food for later and drink a little bit and match everyone else's.
Well, they're in game terms. There is only enough for one application of the tea and one application of the cake.
Yeah, and Arzuka nabbed all the cakes for later, so.
Okay.
So yeah, if everybody, I'm going to assume there is still enough cake left over, the crumbs for golf as well. Assuming it will be able to be reversible. But there is enough after everybody drinks the tea to have a piece of the cake as well. The doors are up here on the top on the yellow. I'm doing a map in a map here, just for giggles. You do see again down from the pool's edge, there is a rather large lizard coming out of the water.
Of course there is.
Yes. Which looks like a gigantic crocodile.
Oh, now you show up, you little bitch!
and it is walking upright with its stubby little legs out, shimmying, doing a T-pose.
T-pose,
It's like,
fuck.
it's like, ha ha ha! Who's got you down?
I am hissing like crazy, trying to make myself look as big as possible. I am not. I want to roll intimidate. Please.
I was gonna say,
intimidate.
you do not need to deal with this threat. You can make it through the doors.
Well, I'm still hissing as I go through the doors, like, fuck.
I will
I'm gonna
blind
go
your
through the
ass.
doors.
You think you're as tough as me, bitch?
Get away from
I
her,
don't
you
intimidate.
bitch!
I don't want to intimidate. It's not great, but I do it anyways.
Rain's gonna be like, nope, and me and Mochi are gonna ride like the wind through the door.
As you T-pose, you do see that, you can go ahead and roll your intimidate, but, after the crocodile is on the, water, the, bank, you do see pop up from the water. Let me see if I can get a thing here or not. God bless you, napkins. That well, you're not watching the stream, so it doesn't matter, I guess. That picture there is a large, what have we got here, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 8 large forms coming out of the water. They appear to be half of them are avian looking, like you notice an owl and an eagle, and then the other half are like underground living animals. There's a badger you notice and a weasel.
Come from the water?
Yes, they come out from the middle of the water.
What the hell is this? The meeting of the fucking familiars? My ass is through that door.
Yes, I was gonna say these are very large creatures coming out of the water. This is like Kaiju Central, so yes, you can stick around if you want, but you would probably be very well off to go through the doors.
Yep, Mochi and I are gonzo. We're through the door.
Okay. Sorry. The doors open up very easily, the hinges are well oiled, and the doors open to allow entry. Blah. You all run through, and when the last person goes through, the door slams shut behind them. The area beyond the door is a very perfect and pastoral garden. There are grassy places, beds of flowers, plants, shrubberies, and hedges all around. All of them very well trimmed and tended, neatly shaped into geometric figures. There's a pathway that leads from the doorway towards a pool and a fountain with sparkling water shooting high out of it into the air. There's water trickling out merrily into a basin at the bottom of the fountain. And all along the path are it glitters and sparkles as if gems were reflecting the sunlight overhead.
Does the water look nice and clean?
Yes. Everybody is, by the way, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Now this makes me thirsty. I like nice looking water.
I have to go AFK real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba da. Ba da. Uh-oh. That is not good. Let me see if I can find this. Come on. Ow. Oh, you son of a gun.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Fire. Da-na-na-na-na. Come on. I'm going to put the map here into Discord so you can follow along as such. Possibly.
I apologize. I'm back.
Yay.
Sorry, my dog was stalking me. She wanted food.
Oh. General. Boop. And then I go boop. And then I send it to boop. And it should be there. Uh-oh. Okay. So...
Is this map in Discord what we're looking at?
Yes, it's not rotated, but, you will be, everyone is at, let me see here. It's supposed to be A. In Discord, you're at A, which is there in the middle. That's above the thing that says the woods of the trees and giant fungi.
Okay, so we're kind of in a path leading toward being.
The yeah, the fountain is there at C and B, where it says pool at the end there. And each hex, as you can see, is apparently 50 feet. Since we're coming up on 10 o'clock and it seems like everybody is sort of checking out of the thing at the moment, I'm going to I think call it for here. Come on. Oops, come on.
Good night, everybody.
We are at... I don't think anything else was gotten killing wise yet, or loot wise rather. Let me see here. Let me do the math real quick. There are still 7 of us, correct? 3, 6, 7, yes.
Yep.
Make it 1,400 experience. The shoes on the other foot. I'll put that in the chat too, of, or the...
We're not leveling up this time.
Hooray! Well, some of you might not, some of you may.
Sure, you're right.
I doubt it though.
16.
79.
Yeah, Rav and I'll hit level 4 because that puts us at 9,720.
Oh crap, okay. Yeah, that's the same as me.
I forgot to put my XP down. That's what Rav told me his XP was.
Ouch. Oops. Okay, well, that's, that is that, as it says. So. Ouch. I hope
I'll see you all later.
I hope it was still enjoyable while it lasted. Oh, crap.
Oh, it was. Thank you for the game, everybody.
It was great fun. And it's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Alright, well, have a
Wait,
good
why
night.
are you only at 9:16?
She didn't take the game where she checked out early because she had the migraine or whatever. That was the one when you guys killed the octopus, so that's about
Oh, that was a ton of XP.
that's about what Iggy is at because he didn't get XP for your first adventure, so
Oh.
we're kind of lagging behind as far as that goes.
Okay.
Oh well, it's no biggie. Ugh. All right, I'm ending the stream, and like I said, thank you, and we'll do it again.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys are all still there or not, but I know next week, at least as far as my schedule is, if we play, I'm freaking scheduled to work at 7 on Tuesday, so I don't know if it's possible to do it on a different date or not. Either on Monday or Wednesday. I don't know if you guys are free or if you just want to skip it or how you want to do it.
Yeah, next week I'm only off on Tuesday and Sunday. I managed to get Tuesdays off for
Okay, I'll go figure. I mean, I could still play. It's no big deal, but it wouldn't be until again after 7. It'd probably be pushing 8 for me.
I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm off work that day, so it's fine.
Ouch.
Same.
Just let me know, I guess, in Discord if anything changes. Like I said, I don't mind doing it. The schedule may change for me. I don't know, but I figured I'd mention it now that I know ahead of time. So.
Yeah. I mean, I should be able to do Monday.
Oh. Oh crap. Well, like I said, I still would like to keep it on Tuesday. It just might be a little later on my end because of that. So. But again, like I said, something might change, so I'll let you all go, and I will see you all later. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, just send me a message on Messenger if it changes, but otherwise, Rav and I are totally fine with starting later on.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I will catch you all later. Have a good night.
You too. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Later.